Hello again, Chris Anderson from Mountain Comfort RV. Today we're going to look at a 2017 Cedar Creek. This is the Champagne Edition, and it's the 38 ERK floor plan. First time we've had the floor plan here, and lots and lots to show you on this, so I'll apologize in advance. I got a lot of talking to do, but it's kind of what I get paid to do. So let's start with storage. Now, obviously, it's a nice slam door. These are really thick doors, not the thin stuff you see on lesser fifth wheels. There's struts in here that hold it up. You don't have to use magnets on the side of the coach or the little chicken beaks that get broken off anyway. This just stays up on its own. All of this is finished off in here beautifully. You can see the aluminum studs up underneath that support the bedroom area. This is a fully wrapped underneath. It doesn't just end 2 inches right here, that goes all the way under. And with Cedar Creek, you're really looking at an extended season coach. This isn't something where they put a piece of this thick plastic on the bottom, and it's kind of corrugated, and they call it a 4-season coach. No, that's salesmanship. What Cedar Creek does, they enclose this with 4x8 ABS sheets underneath. I apologize to our cameraman, I gotta work him. Underneath, we have these 4x8 ABS plastic panels. Lots of individual panels instead of one big piece. When you have just one big piece, if there's ever a water leak or something they need to work on or get up into your underbelly, they have to cut a hole, and then, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, they tape it back together. That's not what you want with this. They're individual sheets. Individual panels are removable. If you were to drop one of those down, you see insulation like bat style insulation on top of those ABS plastic sheets that insulate your entire underbelly. That's where your water lines are, it's where your holding tanks are, and they're accessible, yet it's a true insulation. With Cedar Creek, it's all about construction. There's lots of great looking fifth wheels out there, and if you're only going to use this between, April and August, folks, you probably don't need a Cedar Creek. You will still want a Cedar Creek, but you probably don't need one. This is made for people spending longer term that might get in cold temperatures, that might really need a well-insulated box, and they don't want to spend 140 or 150 grand, because the only things out there in the marketplace that are built like this run 140 or 150 grand. This is the only one in this price point. So that's the great news about Cedar Creek. Secondly, let's talk about their fiberglass. Their fiberglass that they use is second to none. This is the same stuff that is on my $400,000 and $500,000 motorhomes. You don't see any of the fibers that you see in other glass. That is a true dyed gel coat glass. It's like this thick. It's not stuff that gets rolled out like it's a piece of carpet. So when you see the glass up close, you can tell the difference. I doubt it comes through on the video very well, but I would be glad to show you this fiberglass compared to any other glass out there. This is absolutely second to none. Some neat things, obviously a nice grab handle here, everybody's got that, but we do have keyless entry, that's nice. Frameless windows, those are nice. Let's open this up. What in the world have we got going on here? Before I get to that, which those are incredible, I want to stop here. Their storm door actually has plastic inserts in the door. Now, I've seen some people do these upgrades themselves where they put these in their storm doors, but this comes from Cedar Creek with it. And it's a situation where this is the same stuff that they do the soft top on a Jeep, same material here. So this is very tough. You're not going to hurt it by poking at it. Unless an animal were to really go at it, I don't think they would hurt it either. So if you want to use your storm door as a storm door, have all that light coming in, but still have Mother Nature kept at bay, you can do that. The new steps, these are incredible. This is the best idea out there. I can't believe that RV steps really haven't evolved that much in the last 20 or 30 years. Somebody finally thought outside the box and came up with a different plan. As you can see, it just kind of stows here in your doorway. You turn the handle, you let it down. It is solid as a rock. There's no bouncing up and down. Normally RV steps are just kind of always spongy. These are not. These are solid as a rock. So we'll come back to this when we go inside the coach. Let's continue our walk around the outside. We talked about the frameless windows. We do have a nice awning out here attached to the slide room. That way you get the full extension, even though you've got a big slide room that kind of encroaches in to your camp space. You've got a nice awning attached to it, as well as the regular awning your main awning that's on the coach. So 2 power awnings. They're both protected by the metal wrap on there, so if you get into any tree limbs or anything like that, it's not going to hurt anything. We have a Jensen television mounted right into the sidewall. This isn't one of them. A lot of coaches, you know, hey, you can bring your TV outside and, you know, hook it on this tether that's on the outside of your coach. No, this is just like our high-end motorhomes. It's recessed back in there. It's built in, it's protected, it's locked. It's a good setup. Come on back. One-piece molded cap. It's amazing to me how many so-called high-end fifth wheels are out there, and they just use that flat panel back on them that have the corners right here on the edge, right where we see the leaks developing 5-10 years in. Not this. This is a one-piece molded cap. You can tell how much they crown the roof on these Cedar Creeks. When you look up there at that, this one has the camera already built into it. So this comes with a little monitor that you put inside your tow vehicle, and you can see, just like a backup camera on a motorhome, you've got a backup camera on your fifth wheel. We have an accessories hitch here. If you have anything like a bike rack or stow rack that you want to slide in that hitch, it's already there for you. Fully walkable roof, because everything on Cedar Creek is 16 inches on center. You don't hear many manufacturers saying that. 16-inch on center aluminum studs all the way around this coach, floor, roof, ceiling, all of it. And that is something that makes it completely walkable. It gives you reinforcement where you need it. Most coaches depend on the lamination process, the fact that they've glued many layers of things together, for their strength. This is built like a house. This is residential construction. It's a thicker wall. There's absolutely more studs in this than anything else in the marketplace. 16-inch on center all the way around. My competition is not saying that on other brands. Now, we have a power 50-amp cord reel. Anybody that's ever wrestled one of those 50-amp cords will appreciate that. So just hit the button, you retract it back in, nice and easy. That's what it's all about. Let's move on. This just arrived, so there's a little bit of dirt on it still, but this is the 6-way leveling system from Level Up. This is not something that is unique to Cedar Creek. This is something that a lot of companies have, especially when you get up into this price point. But I wanted to make sure that you do see that this has it. What I don't see are my knife valves hanging down anywhere. You know, those blade valves that drain your tanks. You don't see those hanging down anywhere because they're up in the enclosed underbelly, up in that insulation that we talked about. This is a tankless water heater, so you have hot water on demand. You're not heating a tank of water all the time, using up your propane when you don't need it. You can see our knife valves. The handles for them come out here where it's protected in the enclosed area. Here's our tools for our central vac, and we'll get to that. Okay. This is a little fiberglass panel. This is an access point, so I can get back in here and get to my water pumps and water lines and stuff like that when I need to. When I don't, this just tucks away, just like that. Out of sight, out of mind. So they made it easy to get to, and yet out of sight. All right, our batteries are in this one. Up front here, we have the Trail Air hitch. This is a cushioned ride. If you've pulled a fifth wheel before and you're familiar with all that bucking, this gets rid of that. You actually drop this down on your truck, and then you inflate this little Schrader valve right here until this piece meets that line. Then you know you have the proper amount of air in it for a smooth ride. We've got storage up underneath the front nose as well, but I know people are going to get antsy. They want to see the inside. Let's go see the inside. Hi folks, Chris Anderson, Mount Comfort RV. We are inside of our 2017 Cedar Creek Champagne Edition. 38 ERK is the model number on this. It's gorgeous. I mean, there's just no other way of putting it. This is a home. This isn't an RV. This is a home. We have Lazy Boy furniture. This isn't some RV division of Lazy Boy that they use. By the way, it's just Lazy Boy furniture you can go to the Lazy Boy store and buy. It is extremely comfortable. It's extremely well built. You could talk for 10 minutes about Lazy Boy furniture. I'm not going to. You'll be happy to hear. These are recliners over here. Okay? That's a nice little love seat right there. We're a rear kitchen model here. Now, I've always been fond of rear kitchen models. For some reason, a while back, I think they kind of got a little bit of a bad name. People would say, oh, you don't want a rear kitchen model because, you know, all your stuff bounces all over the place. I've got news for you. If you pull a house down the road, all of your stuff bounces all over the place. You're not keeping your fine china back here typically. I don't think there's any more bouncing in a rear kitchen than there is in anything else. Over the years, I've had tons of customers that wouldn't have anything other than a rear kitchen, and they'll tell you, you know, it's no worse than any other RV that they've owned. But I just thought I'd address that up front. If you like a kitchen that you can work in, this gets you the biggest kitchen with the most amount of cabinets and the most amount of counter space. This is just a very workable kitchen. Let's start, we'll just start right here and we'll start going through things. We've got a beautifully lit pantry here with pull-out shelves, because what you want is always at the back. There's even a little outlet back there, so if there's anything that needs to plug in here, you certainly could. I love, we have a wine rack and a wine refrigerator. Down below, nice size drawer, pots and pans drawer, whatever you want to call it. These drawers are the self-closing drawers too. You get them close, they pull themselves the rest of the way in. That's handy for two reasons. Not only is it a nice kind of fancy thing to show customers, but also they kind of pull themselves in, so they kind of hold themselves in a little better. Going down the road, that can help, you know, keep your stuff where it's supposed to be. All right, let me get where we can get some camera shots here. Here we go. Lots of cabinet space. We have a 30-inch residential microwave, and it is a convection oven as well. One thing they've done really well here is they've put it at a great height. A complaint that I've heard lots of times, especially from ladies if they're not really tall, is I can't even see what's in that microwave because it's way up here. This is down here. I'm 5'10". I'm not a particularly tall guy. Oh, they've got this still taped shut from the factory. But this is really a good height. So you'll like that. Induction cooktop. If you're not familiar with induction cooking, I'd love to explain it to you. You'll love your induction cooktop. So much easier and safer than gas. It's faster than gas. You'll love it. Solid surface countertops throughout. Solid surface backsplash. This is such easy cleanup here. Not a bunch of little grooves and ridges. This is just a quick wipe down and go on with your business. Okay. Drawers. Cabinets with pull-outs. These are all Amish and Mennonite guys up in northern Indiana that build these. And they do cabinetry really, really well, and there's no surprise there. So when you get this drawer close, it just pulls itself in. Huge, huge residential refrigerator. I mean, residential refrigerators are becoming commonplace in high-end RVs, but not this size. This is a behemoth. All right, moving right along. Looky here. We have a Lazy Susan, spice rack, little, it looks like a magazine rack. I suppose we could put recipes or whatever you want to put in there, but lots of storage in here. And again, it's lit. I love it. Drawers, a place for your trash can. What a novel idea. So many RVs, you have no place to put the trash can. The other one I hear is there's no place for my coffee maker. How about right here? Great place for it. Coffee maker, blender, margarita maker, whatever floats your boat. We'll get a shot of the back side of this island. This is a huge island as well. 4 drawers there. We got a little pull out here, more storage with another pull out drawer down there. It's just a ridiculous amount of storage. And folks, we haven't gone anywhere but the kitchen. All right, let's move out of the kitchen. You're gonna love the kitchen. If you're a kitchen person, enough said. Dinette over here, a nice little 2-person dinette with a flip leaf. Of course, we have the MCD style shades, the pull down shades, the roller blinds. Now that is a TV. This is a Samsung, not some off brand. I don't know, 55, 60 inch, that's huge. Not your typical RV television there either. Jensen sound system, you're right here with the sound bar. Fireplace. Okay, now you can't tell anybody I showed you this, but there's a secret here. We even have a secret hiding place back here. So any valuables or anything you might have that you don't want people to know about, as long as they're not watching my videos, your secret is safe. All right. This does pull out into a little hide-a-bed as well, so you do have some extra sleeping here. Although if it was me, I'd probably just crash on the little recliner, the theater furniture, if you will. All right, look at this stairway. This does not look like an RV. It's gorgeous. Here's all our controls. We're pre-wired for solar, so you can help You can have solar power helping offset the discharge in your batteries. Here's all your light switches, your tank controls. All of that is in here. Our thermostat and our fan controller out here. This little guy right here, this is a little remote that controls a lot of the functions of the coach, slide rooms. There's even a little troubleshooting in here. That's pretty slick. All right, our central vac is located right here. All you do is kick that little button and it comes on. You sweep your dirt right into there. You can also hook your attachment, your hoses up right here and go on about your business. We've got nice wooden treads on these stairs instead of carpet that always gets worn. Come on up. This is a side aisle bathroom. Look at the size of this bathroom. 2 sinks molded into the solid surface countertop. That's very high-end residential look. Our water heater control is right here. Okay. Big mirror, lots of storage, big shower. It's a one-piece molded shower with a seat. A lot of times people ask me, where am I supposed to put my towels and stuff like that? Well, how about a little linen closet? It's a very well lit coach as well. Of course, there's LED lighting everywhere, which you would expect. 4 big drawers below, look at that. Oh, nice little partitions in there. That was a great idea. Here's some of your Amish workmanship. They do the little cutout here to go around the drain of the sink, so you still get the full-size drawer. A lot of times you'll see they just do a real shallow drawer to stay away from the plumbing. They just notched out where they needed to, and you still have a great spot. Outlets on both sides. All right, moving on. Come on into the bedroom. Look at the storage in here. We have a king bed, first and foremost. Nice carpet with Cedar Creek. They actually use high-end carpet, and they put a pad under the carpet, like a nice thick residential pad. I'm stunned at how many RVs we go up to the factories all the time, and you see them putting carpet down with either no pad or, you know, 1/4 inch of pad underneath them. You can tell when it reminded me of this fact when I walked in here that, hey, this is different. This feels homey. This is nice. So another huge Jensen TV for the bedroom. Look at this chest of drawers. It's its own little slide out. 8, 9 drawers. We have a little heater here, the little cadet heater. I'm sure you notice there's a fireplace downstairs. There's a cadet heater upstairs. If we're plugged into a 50 amp service, there's probably not too many circumstances where you can't heat this coach off of the combination of our little built-in electric heater here and our fireplace down there. It would have to get pretty cold for you to have to use the furnace. Cedar Creeks are very, very well insulated coaches, and if you're plugged into a 50 amp service, you might as well use their electricity as opposed to your propane. So I think you'll like the fact that, hey, I'm heating with electric here that I'm not even paying for, that's paid for as part of my campsite in most cases. So nice options to have. And also I love the fact that redundancy comes into play there. If your furnace dies, you've got other options, or if your electric heater dies, you've got a furnace to back itself up. You know, you live in these like homes, stuff happens, and you know, just like at home, an appliance can die. You know, how many times if a water heater died, would you be happy if you had a second water heater? Well, that's kind of what we have here with furnaces. If your furnace dies, you've got other options to keep on living comfortably, so that's good. Try to get some shots of the closet here. This is big. I'm going to get out of the way. I'll narrate while our cameraman gets in position. Shoe shelves everywhere. Big enough to put a laundry basket on, as you can see. We have 2 spare chairs here for the dinette. Hanging space all the way across with a big support rod in the middle. I'm stunned at how many closets. You can't even hang a shirt the normal way because they don't give you enough closet depth. The shirts actually end up hanging at an angle, which takes away a ton of space. This is a solid rod. It's supported in the middle. And then, let's see over here. Get this opened up. Oh, they got a box in my way, but I'll see if I can move that. We've got hookups for washer dryer and more shelves. So if you do have a washer dryer, you can put a stackable unit right here, and you lose maybe a third of your closet to do the stackable washer dryer. All the hookups are here. If you don't want that, that's okay. Just take the storage space. So I think that about covers this fifth wheel. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how we can help. My name is Chris Anderson. Please call me. Please ask for me. I'm at Mount Comfort RV. Thanks for watching.